All right, let's take a look at the Casitas on the Icon of the Seas. Now, they have these on most, if not all, Royal Caribbean ships, but they do look different depending on the ship, and they do price differently depending on the ship as well. We're looking at these here. You have some USB outlets on there, not power, just USB. We rented one of these in port for the day because it was half the price of renting it when you were on a sea day. So it was quite reasonable, I think. We were in St. Thomas, we've been there a lot, so we thought we'd take advantage of the ship and enjoy a fairly empty ship. But you have all this area here. You have these seats. A little cooler area in the middle there. So it's really nice if you had a family. Obviously much busier on a sea day. But we're going to take you on a tour of all of them. So there's 2 here. And at the end I'll show you where you go to book them. So what I would recommend you do is come down and look over them, decide which one you want, because it's first come first served. These ones are looking over the swim up bar, which is right there on the left. Unless you have them all week. If you have them all week, you can, or multiple days, you go first day. If you like it, you can pick it for the rest of the time. But if you want a certain casita, it's and nobody else has had them all week, it's first come first served. So there's 2 more here, different colors obviously. So we wanted that yellow one because we wanted to be close to the swim up bar. So the blue one I think we had, but they're all pretty much the same. It's just the locations are very different in what's around them, as in which one would be the quietest. And there's a couple more further down we're going to take you to. So as I said, I believe there's a total of 6 on this one. And again, they have them on all the different Royal ships, but they are different shapes, different sizes, different prices. Royal typically will charge more for the newer ships for pretty much everything. So it's going to be cheaper on the lesser ships. So I think we paid around about $4.50 for the day when we were in port, but don't quote me on that. But it's about double that on a sea day. But again, if you have a family, as you can see, you can fit quite a few people in here, and you split the cost. Not so bad for a private area, because obviously on a sea day the size of this ship it can get a bit crowded, but it's nice to have your own area. You got your own bartender comes around, and they do bring you a little bit of food, a fruit plate. I'll show you a picture of that in a while. So that's the last one. These ones on the end seem to be a little bit more private in this area. The one next to it was a little bit more public in this area. So that's where all the casitas are. So again, I would go down, have a look around them, decide which one you want, and then come to this area I'm about to show you, which is where you would go to reserve them. I think it starts about 8:30 in the morning, and it's first come first served. But again, with the caveat that if somebody has them for multiple days, say you've got yours on Wednesday and somebody else had Monday and Wednesday, if they book on Monday, they want to keep the same casita for Wednesday, they can at that point. So as long as nobody has done that, it'll be a first come first served. So I made sure that I went up about 8 o'clock I think and just hung out, because they were all booked. There you see them over there on the left. They're the middle 2. But if you come down here, one of the I think it's the lime and coconut, there's several of them, but this is the one on the casita deck. And you come to the end here, you'll see a sign that says casita check-in. So that's where you would go, just sit on that chair and wait. Obviously if you're not fussed which one you have, there's not a big deal. But we really did want the one. And we'll just come back and show you those ones again. As you can see, it was a beautiful day in St. Thomas. Now obviously most people were going ashore because it's a beautiful island, but we cruise a lot and we've been to St. Thomas probably 10 times. So for us it wasn't a terrible thing to forego going ashore and just get to enjoy this and see some of the ship while it wasn't so busy. So there you go. There they are one more time, and just to show you in relation to the swim up bar where you were, and the swim up bar is not that big, but it's over there on the left, and there's a couple of pictures of those Casitas. So there you go. Quick look at the Casitas on Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas. There's the fruit you get. And there we are. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell, and you'll get notifications when new videos come out. And don't forget, click on the links to the left and right of me. You can watch playlists, new video suggestions, and more. Any questions? Email me, cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. And don't forget, I'm a travel agent. Email for help.